Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of After Bath, Before Bed, and Beyond. Tonight we have another book, and tonight's book is called If the Shoe Fits by Allison Jackson. Let's jump in. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, then took them to live in a new homestead. She left the old shoe to reside in a hat, which she shortly discovered they shared with a cat. The cat played a fiddle from morning to night, and then danced with a spoon till they all fled in fright. The woman then moved to a warm woolen coat, but all of that lint sorely tickled her throat. When little Jack Horner stopped in for some pie, she decided to give a New Haven a try. She huddled her children inside a green sock, which someone had thoughtfully hung from a clock. But a dickory hickory dickory mouse scurried through, and she fled with her broth and her family too. The clock just struck one, and they jumped in a tub, but three men were sitting there, rub-a-dub-dub, a butcher, a baker, and a candleman too. So they hid in a wall. What else could they do? The walls soon attracted the king's horses and men, for it seemed that an egg had exploded just then. So she called for her children and gathered them up, then fearfully led them to a china teacup. When little Miss Muffet tried to take a sip, the old woman grew peevish and tickled her lip. The girl dropped the teacup and ran for the door, while the mother transported her children once more. The family then settled into a torn glove. Still the children did nothing but push, yell, and shove. When 24 blackbirds arrived seeking shelter, she instructed her children to run helter-skelter. They discovered a bowl that was empty at least, but then King Cole grabbed it, preparing to feast. The family escaped from that terrible house and sought further refuge, invading a blouse. The blouse was then seized by the good Queen of Hearts, who slipped it on quickly to start making tarts. So the family slid down the seam of her sleeve and into a jar, but would you believe? The glass jar belonged to Old Mother Hubbard, who immediately snatched it to put in her cupboard. But the woman and children did manage to rock the jar overturned, and they fell in a pocket. The pocket was a part of a red satin vest, which the Grand Duke of York wore while puffing his chest. He puffed it so full they were squeezed from his suit, and landed one by one in his black leather boots. Now, the boot was too small for a family this size, but the woman had grown much more patient and wise. "If the shoe fits, then wear it," she said to her clan, and she led them right back where this story began. She was still an old woman who lived in a shoe, and she still had those children, but she knew what to do. She gave them some broth, and kissed all their faces, then tucked them in bed and tied up the laces. The end. Well, boys and girls, I hope you all enjoyed this book. And it is also close to Mother's Day, so I hope you're ready to give Mom all that extra love and hugs and kisses. Well, I will see you tomorrow night with another book. Have a good night, and I hope each and every one of you has wonderful, sweet dreams that take you beyond. Good night.